YouTube, what's going on? Welcome back to another reaction video to more Muse, who are slowly becoming a staple on the channel. I don't know if I'd go as far as to say staple, but at the very least have become a regular feature on the channel. And I'm very excited for today's. Now, if you've seen the Muse reactions before, you'll probably know where I'm coming from or how I've ended up here. If you haven't, I'll give you a quick rundown. I started doing Muse on the channel. I did a studio version of a song, Newborn, that I hadn't heard before. And people really wanted to see more, and I was like, you know what, I like Muse, I can do more. However, I know a lot of Muse, I know a lot of the bigger songs. So I figured, I got told that they were a very, very good live band. And I'd never seen them live before, or any live performances. So as a result, I've been doing live performances of songs that I know, and it's been incredible so far. I understand the hype, I get it. What I have been saying was, I noticed in a couple of performances we did, Plug-in Baby was one, in particular I think I mentioned, there was a grand piano sitting off to the side. Piano is my instrument of choice. I've been on and off with it for years now, more off than on than I would like to admit, but at some point, right now actually, the past few weeks I've been trying to get back into it. I'm working on it, and hopefully one day I'll have a little bit of skill to show for it, maybe, who knows. But either way, I love the piano, and as a result, when I saw this piano off to the side, I was like, hey, what's some, tell me when they use this piano. I want to see them use this piano in a performance. I've been given a couple songs, I've been told Butterflies and Hurricanes is the one, is it. This is if I want to see some live piano usage from Muse, Butterflies and Hurricanes, live from Wembley Stadium. I'm excited. I'm excited to hear some piano. And this is why there's an extra layer to it. It's a two for today, because I also have not heard this song before. So this is my first time hearing the song, for one. And also the live, well, obviously if I haven't heard the song, I haven't seen the live performance, so we're doing the live performance as well. And as I open Genius so that I could read the lyrics at the end as we finish the reaction, the first thing I see is it's a motivational song appearing on Absolution 2003. It is characterized by a piano solo in its middle. So maybe that's spoilers, but we're here for piano, so it's not that big of a deal. Right, that said, there's your context for today. Let's listen to Butterflies and Hurricanes. I'm very excited. Let's go. Live from Wembley, where England will be playing tomorrow.
This next song is called Butterflies and Hurricanes.
Hopefully we draw so we can play Sweden. The fringe is massive, you can't see my friggin' eyes. Some reaction, you can't even see my face. Okay. Classic Muse building, setting the tone, setting the ambience, and then I'm ready for something to hear. Layers are being added. A brilliant head nods to be out of sync with my video. love whatever he's doing with his voice. I think there's some sort of effects on it, like there's a little bit of distortion or something, or like a great frame to pause on that piano. Oh, I am so ready. Like, I just had to pause because, you know, copyright stuff, but I just wanted to, yeah, something about his voice. I think there's some like distortion on it or something, but he's like feels really raw in this, and he really is like. And the guitar as well. It's like a slightly similar, like scratchy distortion to it. Little much. A respectable little much. It's a little chaotic. Facing. Like they've brought it down, but the pace hasn't changed at all. Holy shit, he's good. Okay, well, just take a minute. Not gonna lie, it was not what I expected at all. I don't know. With the pace of the song and how, like, chaotic it was, I don't know what I was expecting. But, like, the pace didn't change, but then they brought it down and then all the music cut out, so it was just the piano. First of all, holy shit, he's so good. Like, we know what he can do with the guitar. He's a very good guitar player. He's a very good singer. That was a very high stat. That was... Let me play it out. Just let it play out. Because clearly I don't know... Let me just let the brain process a little bit. Newborn live. Maybe we'll do that at some point. That'd bring it around full circle if we did a Newborn live performance. Hey, could you pause, please? Look, I mean, I don't know what I expected. And sometimes I'll say this. Sometimes I'll say things aren't what I expected. I don't know what I expected. To be honest, I'm not saying I expected any less, given what we've seen of his talent so far, and what we've seen of Muse as a whole so far, and even what I've heard in terms of the more like symphonic music. It doesn't surprise me that they have something like this in their locker. But I don't know why it surprised me. I don't know what I'm surprised about. I don't know what I expect. You know, and we've talked about, like, I have a lot of respect for it. We talked about it a little bit recently with the David Gilmour reactions. I've always liked the way he can switch between different guitar styles. Like in one of the, I think it was High Hopes, where he switched between like an electric guitar to an acoustic guitar, or vice versa, to a table slide guitar of some description, and then back to the electric. Incredible, and blew my mind. To switch so seamlessly from guitar, and I have no doubt, you know, in the show they probably did Plug-in Baby, they probably did some other songs where he showed his the crazy things he can do on guitar as well. To switch so seamlessly from being such a good guitar player and you know, singing and standing in front of the stage, to then take his guitar off, walk over to the piano and do that, and then get back up and put the guitar back on and play out the rest of the song, that was like, it felt like a snippet of what he could possibly do, but that felt like you could go and watch him put on a piano concert at that level, at that standard, and be like, that was a great piano concert that I just heard. Like, does that make sense? I'm struggling to even like process or like think about how to. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's basically what it comes down to. Also, I'm about to run out of memory on my phone. Sick. You could go to, he could do that for an hour, and it would be an incredible piano concert. But that's not even like his main shtick. Like, he sings and he has a guitar on while he's singing, and he's playing the guitar while he's singing, and that's like his. And then he just whips that out as like another thing that's like, oh, it's part of the song that he also does. Sorry, what? Sorry, sorry, what? My memory's about to run out of my phone, so I'm going to go and clear some space off, and I can actually maybe think about whatever I'm trying to talk about right now. Alright, see you in a sec. Alright, yeah, look, it's been about 10 minutes. I still don't really know what to say. Look, he's incredibly talented on that. Very, very talented. And as they say, he could have done that for an hour and a half, whatever, and it would be a top-tier piano concert. So, look, the song was great. It had a great chaotic energy to it. One that wasn't necessarily something that I would assume. Obviously, I knew the piano was coming because this was recommended to me as a song with piano in it. And Genius was like, hey, it's known because it has a piano solo in it. I knew the piano was coming. I think had I heard this without knowing that, I probably wouldn't have expected a piano solo in the capacity that it was presented in. Like, I wouldn't have expected such like a focused piano moment in a song like that, and yet it worked. The pace kept going, the kind of the hectic, chaotic energy, even when the rest of the music cut out and it was just the piano, the way he was playing and kind of what that brought to the song still kept that energy going. Well, I think it was interesting because, you know, in a title called Butterflies and Hurricanes, quite contrasting things. And I know it's a butterfly effect reference of the idea a butterfly could flap its wing in one country and there'll be a hurricane in another country. So I assume it's a butterfly effect reference. But you've also got something like quite dainty, like a butterfly, and something like grand and chaotic and loud like a hurricane. I also feel like that could maybe be represented in the way they played the music, because a piano is quite like it's usually quite, it can be played very daintily, and not always, it can be played like that very frequently. But oftentimes when people think of piano and a lot of classical music, it can quite daintily, quite a soft instrument. A lot. Well, I don't know if soft's the right word, but I feel like a butterfly and a piano kind of go together, if that makes sense. In my head, they match kind of. The hurricane more matches the overall tone of the song, quite loud, quite chaotic, quite all over the place. And I feel like the way the piano is used kind of symbolises not a word. Symbolizes as I say, you know, if a butterfly is quite a dainty thing and a hurricane's quite a big thing, it kind of matches that in the way the piano is usually, but then at the same time the way he played it was very loud and chaotic and matched the tone of the song. I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking, but at least I thought of something to say because I was struggling. Although, you know what, it's me, I always find something to say. And on that note, this video has probably been too long, so that was incredible. Let me know what I should do next. As always, as I said, there were a couple more piano based songs or songs with good piano moments in them from performances that have been suggested, so I have more, but you know, as always, keep suggesting. Obviously anything you want to suggest, but yeah, Muse, live performances, studio, whatever you want to suggest, go ahead and feel free to do it. That said, thanks for watching. I appreciate you all. That was great. Thank you for recommending it, and as well the people who thumbs up the comment, because the comment that suggested this had like 12 thumbs up or something. So thank you to the people who thumbs up as well to you know, let me know that was a good idea. I appreciate you all, and I'll see everyone in the next video. All right, later guys. Bonk.